Viewer discretion is advised.
Boom, perfect timing.
Your license, registration?
Well, no, you're stopping me for something that's not a crime.
That's not true, sir.
Yes, it is. Pull up the statute or get a supervisor out here.
You
Yes.
have your license.
Get a supervisor out here. No, I want to check my lights first because I believe they're working. And if they are, and you're mistaken because I'm familiar with the car, then it's not a legal traffic stop.
You want to get out and check your tag lights?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Tag lights on, man.
I already know why y'all pulled us over, because we looked at you. We looked at you guys and you didn't like it. When we were coming past that intersection, we looked over there and we mugged you guys.
Listen, the tag light's working.
Okay. Well, I can see that it's working now.
This stop is no longer lawful. Listen, I want everybody's name out here.
Mark Stout and his brother were driving past a group of officers when they coincidentally locked eyes with the group. Strangely, one of the officers then decided to make a U-turn, tail them, and eventually pull them over. According to the responding officer, they were pulled over because their third brake light was not working and their tag lights were out.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. You have your license, registration?
Why'd you stop me?
Because both your tag lights are out and your third brake light's out.
What third brake light up top?
Yeah,
There isn't one. There isn't one up top. There's not required. Well, it's not up there, so there's no light required by state law.
Okay, in Virginia you have to have
No,
one.
you do not.
Okay.
If it's taken down, if it's not there, then the light doesn't have to work. If it's installed and the bulb is out, then it must
Do you
work.
have your license, registration?
Well, no, you're stopping me for something that's not a crime.
That's not true, sir.
Yes, it is. Pull up the statute or get a supervisor out here.
You
Yes.
have your license.
Get a supervisor out here.
All right, you're required to provide me at least your name
If I've
and your
been
date of
legally
birth.
stopped,
You
which I have
been
not
legally
been.
stopped. I have a supervisor on the way. You know the statute that you have to provide at least your name and date of birth?
There isn't one.
Yes, there is.
Okay, what is it?
You have to provide your information, and it actually has to be written.
What has
I'm
to
gonna
be
make you do
written?
that.
What has to be written?
A different officer who was not the supervisor starts asking intrusive questions.
How you doing?
All right.
What's going on tonight?
Who are you a supervisor?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, help them out at the meet. See if I can figure out anything for you.
Are you a supervisor though?
Is everything okay tonight? Is there a reason why you don't want to provide him any information?
Is there a reason you don't want to answer my question?
I'm not a supervisor, I'm a
Okay.
deputy.
Then no, you cannot help me.
I cannot help you.
No.
Do you not believe this deputy?
But I would like to look for myself.
Once you
I'm more
identify who you
familiar with the
are-
car.
Okay. Once you identify who you are and we verify that you're not some terrorist criminal person, we will allow you to step out of the vehicle, walk back, and check your tag lights.
No, I want to check my lights first because I believe they're working. And if they are, and you're mistaken because I'm familiar with the car, then it's not a legal traffic stop.
I'm going to pull you over for some bogus traffic stop.
Listen, that ain't how it works, buddy. That ain't how it works. He's not familiar with the car. The car may work, the lights may work, and he's just not familiar.
This is not any illegal stop right now.
Well, until I can check my lights, you're not getting my ID. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for the supervisor.
Fair enough.
The supervisor eventually arrives at the scene.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Sergeant Smith from the Sheriff's Office. What can I do for you?
Okay, listen. This officer said he pulled me over for initially because my third brake light, the one up top, is out.
Okay.
I tried to explain to him Virginia law. Okay, you guys said that later, but please let me talk. Let me talk to this man. So, I try to explain to him Virginia law states as long as the entire light has been removed and it's not just the bulb that's burned out, it's legal. Okay. Now, if the light is still installed but the bulb is burned out, then it's illegal. Okay. But the entire light has been removed, okay, which he said that's why he stopped me initially, okay, which makes the stop illegal. Then he's saying, oh, your tag lights are out. Okay. So I'm saying, listen, let me get out and look. You know, I'm more familiar with the car than he is. Maybe you're mistaken, like you're mistaken about the brake light. Okay. You know what I mean? And he's saying, no, you can't get out.
Have the tag lights been removed?
I mean, I don't want to answer any questions. I just want to get out to look before I ID myself. If it's a lawful stop, though. So far, it's not, because he's already been wrong about the brake lights, and I can't see the tag lights.
We're not going to argue about the brake lights. He's told me that the tag lights are not working.
Following an extended detainment by Frederick County Sheriff's deputies, Mark Stout and his brother were eventually permitted to examine the tag lights.
You want to get out and check the tag lights?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Okay. Tag lights on, man.
I already know why y'all pulled us over, because we looked at you. We looked at you guys and you didn't like it. When we were coming past that intersection, we looked over there and we mugged you guys.
Listen, the tag light's working.
Okay. Well, I can see that it's working now.
This stop is no longer lawful. Listen, I want everybody's name out here. What's your name? Smith? Yep. What are you, a sergeant? Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, what's your name, man? What's your name and badge number? Alright. Don't worry about it. Hey, this stop ain't good anymore, man. Those lights work. This is an illegal stop at this point.
Y'all just illegally detained us without reasonable suspicion. You don't have qualified immunity anymore. It's clearly established. What you guys just did, you violated clearly established law and principle.
Huh? Frederick County.
Frederick.
What do you think you are?
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
After being unlawfully detained, Mark Stout and his brother opted to go to the Frederick County Sheriff's Police Station.
Straight to the station, bro. Yeah, we just need to come in for a minute.
Why are you videotaping?
Because we're allowed to.
It's a secured building, sir. How can we help you?
So the public is not allowed in here?
Not unless you have a reason, sir.
What can I help you with?
We didn't ask for help.
Okay. Yep, you're at a secure facility and you're walking around the gate.
Take your hands out of your pocket for me, sir.
You got ID on you?
My name is Sergeant Cunningham of Frederick County Sheriff's Office. You're on a secure facility. You're walking around our secure gate. I'm asking you to leave.
You don't have that authority. We do not need you guys to come out and instruct us not to do that. We know how to read.
Suddenly, the deputy who had earlier detained Mark Stout and his brother without reason walked across a field to confront them again.
I can talk to you about the third brake light, the supplemental high mount stoplight.
Sergeant.
Go ahead. What about it?
You're required to have one.
Read it.
What's that big microphone? Enforcing the Code of Virginia?
No. You did a U-turn. How did you see that the back lights were out if you had to do
I was behind you at the red light, sir.
No, you turned around.
I was behind you at the red light, sir.
Okay. No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't. Then how'd I pulled you over?
We got it all on camera.
You're crazy,
How'd I pulled you over if I never was behind you? I came down on Route 50. Reasonable suspicion. Enforcing the Code of Virginia.
And you tried to figure out a reason to
Sir,
stop
if
us.
I could see you smiling at me.
You wanted to exercise a show of force.
Okay.
And that is what you did.
That's why I gave you a verbal warning. Did anybody get charged with anything?
You know what you did was wrong.
Was it? I do enforce the Code of Virginia all the time. I was behind you at the red light, sir. I was never behind your vehicle when I pulled you over.
I already know that. That's what we said. That's what we just told you.
How does that work?
We were going in opposite directions.
Okay.
You were sitting in a left turn lane to bust the U-turn.
Viewers can figure out.
You were sitting in a left turn lane to bust
Hopefully your viewers can figure out how that doesn't really make sense. Because it's fake.
We just post the action.
Because it's a lie.
We just post the action.
Because it's a lie.
Oh, definitely.
Does that look good?
Not really.
Oh, that's nice.
I've seen better.
Do you guys need any more help tonight?
We never asked for help. You guys stopped us.
I had the chance to speak with Mark Stout about the decision to go to the police station and if he would be willing to provide further context on the law. Here is what he had to say.
Why'd you go to their police station?
Pretty much just to troll them because they trolled us. They didn't like that we were out-of-towners and that we came in there and that we challenged them with specific looks. They didn't like how we looked at them. They didn't like how we looked. So they wanted to exercise a show of force against that. So you know what we did? We went and exercised a show of force back against them. That's why we went up there. But when we went up there, if you see in the video, the station was locked and closed. We didn't get to go inside, you know, so that's why we were hanging outside by the gate. We came back outside, and that's when the sergeant came back out, and he tried to tell us to leave. He's like, "Oh, get out of here! You can't be here. We're gonna trespass you." And then when the sergeant was saying that, we were like, "No, you don't have the authority to do that. We're gonna stay right here." And as we were having that conversation, that's when the deputy who initially stopped us, arrived to the conversation. It was just so weird. He gets out of his car and then walks across the field to talk to us. And then made a pressing point to emphasize that he was right. And he's like, "Oh, I found the statute and all this stuff." Who cares? Tell it to the judge. I mean, if tell it to tell it to yourself.
Yeah, 1014.1 says that you must have a rear-mounted top brake light or stoplight. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It says you have to have that. Now, the Supreme Court of Virginia, they've interpreted that statute to also mean and include if you have the brake light there and one of the bulbs aren't working or anything is malfunctioning, it's considered a defective brake light. But because of 1014, 1014.1 is really it's not applicable. See, the officer has the right to rely on his statute, just like I have the right to rely on mine. So he's allowed to actually stop people based on that. Until the legislature fixes the conflict between the statutes, the cops are going to be able to continue to stop people, and citizens are going to be able to contest it. The way I see it, because there's no guidance, you know what I'm saying? Courts are there to interpret the law. Our legislature makes laws, our executive branch enforces them, and then our Supreme Court, our courts interpret them, right?
Yeah.
So there's been no opportunity for the Virginia Supreme Court to interpret these statutes or the conflict between the two statutes. Mm-hmm. Each statute has been visited by the courts on its own, but the conflict between the two hasn't been visited.
And that, my friends, is how Mark Stout showcases the significance of being knowledgeable about the law and utilizing your rights. If you haven't already, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.